So, good day everyone. So, this is my video presentation of my summary on Bed 9 module number 4 to 5. So, the topic is career satisfaction theories. Career development theories are necessary in the development process of choosing relevant careers or jobs in life. In summary, the three theories respectively tell us that first, job satisfaction is a function of or is positively related to the degree to which the various motivations or satisfiers are present in the job situation. Second one is job satisfaction is a function of or is positively related to the degree to which one's personal needs are fulfilled in the job situation. And lastly, job satisfaction is a function of or positively related to the degree to which the characteristics of the job meet with approval and the desires of the group to which the individual looks for guidance in evaluating the world and defining social reality. Robert Hope Polk in 1935, who presented the earliest definition on job satisfaction, describes the concept as being any number of psychological, physiological, and environmental circumstances which leads a person to express satisfaction with their job. Job satisfaction is in regard to one's feelings or state of mind regarding the nature of their work. Job satisfaction can be influenced by variety of factors: the quality of one's relationship with their supervisor, the quality of the physical environment in which they work, degree of fulfillment in their work. There are three major theories of this job satisfaction, which is motivation hygiene theory, second, need fulfillment theory, and lastly, social reference group theory. Under the need fulfillment theory, is believed that person is satisfied if he gets what he wants, and the more he wants something, or the more important it is to him. The more satisfied he is when he gets it, and the more dissatisfied he is when he does not get it. And now, we will proceed to the some important theories of job satisfaction, which is 8. First is Frederick Herzberg two-factor theory. The second one, luck value theory. Third, Adams equity theory. Fourth, opponent process theory. 5, fulfillment theory. 6, discrepancy theory. 7, dispositional theory. And lastly, job characteristics model. So, Frederick Herzberg two-factor theory. According to Herzberg, there are two factors, motivators and hygiene factors. It is only the motivating factors which generate job satisfaction. The very task, job, and the outcomes of the job like recognition, reward, responsibility, promotion, and growth have potential to generate job satisfaction. The very task, job, and the outcomes of the job like recognition, reward, responsibility, promotion, and growth have potential to generate job satisfaction. He explained that the second set of factors called hygiene factors should be present in the organization so as to avoid dissatisfaction from job. For example, power cut, poor relations with superiors and colleagues, poor pay, restrictive policies, absence of job security, and so on, have the power to disturb the employees, but they cannot empower the employees. So, secondly is luck value theory. This theory was conceptualized by E.A. Locke. This theory states that job satisfaction occurs where job outcomes an employee receives matches with those desired by him. Accordingly, the more the employee receives as outcomes they value, the more they feel satisfied. The less they receive as outcome they value, the less they feel satisfied. In other words, The discrepancy between present aspects of the job and the aspect desired by the employee generates job dissatisfaction. The greater the discrepancy, the greater the job dissatisfaction, and vice versa. This theory invites the attention of management to those aspects of job which cause dissatisfaction and transfer them so that employee feels satisfied. According to Locke, 1976, job satisfaction is defined as a pleasurable or positive emotional state resulting from the appraisal of one's job or job experiences. In the definitions mentioned above, there is a subjective component of a person's appraisal of his or her satisfaction with their job. The definitions also highlight that JS construct includes attitudes that individuals hold towards overall as well as specific aspects of their jobs. Next is Adams' equality theory. This theory was contributed by J.S. Adam. The basic postulate of this theory is that employees compare the ratio of output to inputs with that of others. So, according to Adam, workers want equitable payment. They neither want underpayment nor overpayment. They need fair pay. Where the equity exists, workers strike to alter inputs or outcomes to restore equity. Cognitively distort an inputs or outcome, or leave the field or act on the other or change the other. And, according to him, equity occurs where a person perceives that ratio of his outcomes to inputs and the ratios of irrelevant others' outcome to inputs are unequal. So, next is opponent process theory. This theory was developed by F.J. Lundy. The crux of this theory is that constant input does not result in constant output. Initiating some change in the job may enhance worker satisfaction in general but may not increase dissatisfaction consistent over a period. Lundy applied this concept in goal-setting theory. Employees may resist the change aggressively in the initial stage. Consequently, job satisfaction declines. In other words, interventions intended to increase job satisfaction may not become popular in their introduction, but it ensures satisfaction by regular practice. In sum, introducing changes in job over a period of time generates job satisfaction. A single change generates job satisfaction for a certain period. Thus, introducing change should be a continuous phenomenon. It should be progressively done. Next is fulfillment theory. The proponents of this theory measure satisfaction in terms of reward a person receives or the extent which his needs are satisfied. The main difficulty in this approach is that job satisfaction as observed by Willing is not only a function of what a person receives but also what he feels he should receive, as there would be considerable difference in the outcomes and expectations of persons. And next is discrepancy theory. The proponents of this theory argue that satisfaction is the function of what a person actually receives from his job situation and what he thinks he should receive or what he expects to receive. When the actual satisfaction derives less than expected satisfaction, it results in dissatisfaction. So, job satisfaction and dissatisfaction are functions of the perceived relationship between one wants from one's job and what one's perceive it is offering. This approach does not make it clear whether or not over-satisfaction is a part of dissatisfaction, and if so, how does it differ from dissatisfaction? This led to the development of equity theory of job satisfaction. Next is equity theory. The proponents of this theory are of the view that person's satisfaction is determined by his perceived equity, which in turn is determined by his input-output balance compared to his comparison of others' input-output balance. So this theory is of the view that both rewards, over-rewards as well as under-rewards leads dissatisfaction. An under-reward causes feelings of unfair treatment, while over-reward leads to feelings of guilt and discomfort among employees. And two-factor theory. This theory was developed by Hertzberg, Manuser, Peterson, and Caldwell, who identified certain factors as satisfiers and dissatisfiers. On the other hand, factors such as supervision, salary, working conditions, and etc. are dissatisfiers, the absence of which causes dissatisfaction. Their presence, however, does not result in job satisfaction. The studies designed to test their theory failed to give any support to this theory, as it seems that a person can get both satisfaction Next, theories of job satisfaction. Hertzberg's theory of satisfying employees or workers in an organization. To apply Hertzberg's theory to real-world practice, let's begin with the hygiene issues. Although hygiene issues are not the source of satisfaction, these issues must be dealt with first to create an environment in which employee satisfaction and motivation are even possible. So there are 9 satisfying employees or workers in an organization theory of Hertzberg. First is company and administrative policies. Second, supervision. Third, salary. Fourth, interpersonal relationships. 5, working conditions. 6, achievement. 7, salary recognition. 8, responsibility. And lastly, advancement. So now we will proceed to the career satisfaction theories. Parsons, Halon, Lewis, and Brown. So Parsons' theory. Frank Parsons developed the idea of matching careers to talent, skills, and personality. People perform best when they are in jobs best suited their abilities. Frank Parsons is regarded as the founder of the vocational guidance movement. He developed the talent matching approach, which was later developed into the trait and factor theory of occupational choice. At the center of Parsons' theory is the concept of matching. Parsons states that occupational decision-making occurs when people have achieved, first, an accurate understanding of their individual traits, aptitudes, interests, personal abilities. Second, a knowledge of jobs and the labor market rationale. Third, objective judgment about the relationship between their individual traits and the labor market. This three-part theory still governs most current practice. The trait and factor theory operates under the premise that it is possible to measure both individual talents and the attributes required in a particular jobs. Next is Holland's theory. Careers are determined by an interaction between our personality and the environment in John Holland's theory of career choice. We want jobs with people like us. So John Holland's theory of career choice maintains that in choosing a career, people prefer jobs where they can be around others who are like them. They search for environments that will let them use their skills and abilities and express their attitudes and values. While taking on enjoyable problems and roles, behavior is determined by an interaction between personality and environment. Holland's theory is centered on the notion that most people fit into one of 6 personality types, which is realistic, investigative, artistic, social, enterprising, conventional, and lastly, realistic. So that's all guys. Thank you for listening and watching.